love? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your very first time here, my name is Toni. My name is Toni. So let's go ahead and get into this discussion. We about to do a get ready with me. All the girlies been doing this latte makeup, so I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and turn my camera on so I can run my mouth for a hot second. Y'all see I had to do my eyebrows off camera, and I had to prep my eyes off camera because if you've been here, then you know, baby, I can get a little long-winded, okay? I just get to talking. When the spirit moved me, I just be talking and talking and talking, and I won't shut up. Oh, hell. What'd I just knock over? Y'all, I had this thought come to me. Hold on. Let's fix the wig. I had this thought come to me today, right? And I was pretty much thinking, like, why do people get on YouTube? Let's just stop and think about that real quick. Why do people get on YouTube? Number one reason why people get on YouTube is what? Because they want to learn something. No matter what it is, it could be anything from hair to makeup to milking a cow, giving a puppy CPR if the dog come out dead. You could want to fix your 1997 Honda transmission or fuel pump or something like that. You can get on YouTube and learn it, okay? The point that I'm trying to make out of this is, again, people want to learn, okay? They want to learn the stuff that they're interested in. Just like I looked up photography the other day because I'm trying to, you know, really tap into my photography, specifically black and white. So I wanted to learn how to develop black and whites at home. Boom, get on YouTube. How do I develop black and white film at home? And a video comes up. So people want to learn. Trust and believe, people want to learn. And before they go out and spend thousands of dollars on taking courses or anything like that, they're going to come on to good old YouTube, which is free $99.99, and they're going to go ahead and type in what it is that they want to learn, and then they're going to see a video, and then that's what's going to pique their interest. And at that point, either they're going to continue to self-learn on YouTube, or they are going to go ahead and invest in whatever it is that they're trying to invest in. I say all that to say, if you haven't figured it out already, the gym, okay, the gem, baby, that I want you to realize is you have to leverage your skills to become successful on YouTube. It's not every single case, but 99.9, I'm gonna say that again for the people in the back, 99.9% of people on YouTube right now are utilizing some kind of skill that they have. Again, you want to fix that 1997 Honda Civic fuel pump? That's a skill, and that's a skill that somebody else is trying to learn. It's easier to learn from somebody else's personal experiences. I feel like that's what makes it so relatable to everybody, is that I'm learning from your personal experience with whatever X, Y, and Z is, right? And we want to learn from somebody else's experiences because honestly, it just makes it a little bit easier. For whatever reason, it makes it easier when you see somebody else's personal experience and you can just kind of learn from it. So that's why people begin to relate to watching the videos on YouTube. They find somebody who is very good at explaining what it is that they're trying to learn. And then from there, those people kind of, you know, become, I don't want to say attached because that sounds like weirdo vibes, right? But you kind of become invested. Bingo. You become invested in that person and watching, you know, how they flourish, especially if you feel like, you know, oh, that person got a good vibe. You kind of are interested in their storytelling or what they're talking about. Maybe they're talking about a life experience that is similar to what you're going through. Again, it all comes down to relatability of the personal experiences, or maybe you're relating to what that person is teaching and you want to know more. Regardless, it's, y'all see, this is why I had to prep my eyes. I'm getting long-winded. I already can feel it. But this is, you know what? I made my point there. Moving along. I want to rip out my vanity in my bathroom. And I don't want to pay nobody else to do it because guess what? We are in a season of inflation, okay? And I don't want to pay somebody thousands of dollars to rip out my vanity when I can go in my basement and cut off my, you know, water supply and do it myself. I don't want to have to pay anybody. And so again, This is why I say, you know, it all comes down to wanting to learn. And you, my friend, yes, you have a skill right now that either you're sitting on or either you have, you know, put this on your channel at some point, but maybe you just haven't put it enough, and you're not leveraging what you have right now available to you to be able to make the point. Me, for example, I have been doing my own hair since God knows how long. I think in 6th grade, I finally told my mom, I was like, look, I don't want you touching my hair no more. Like, I wanted to do, you know, and this is back when the ponytails was slicked to the slick down, okay? And I'm talking about, baby, the ponytail was so slick, it wasn't a pinch of hair out of place. And back then, we didn't know all about the gots to be sprays and all of that, okay? It was a glob of glue on my head with this slick back, swoop, swoop ponytail, okay? I broke all my hair off, and my mama was pissed, and I was pissed too. But anyway, that's regardless. What I want y'all to try to understand is I always had an interest in doing my hair very young. That was a skill set that I developed over time. I developed the skill of being able to do my own hair, just like a lot of us. How many? Probably millions, at least. It's at least millions of women on YouTube right now doing what? Teaching hair. And regardless of how many people are doing the same thing or teaching the same skill set that they have, everybody is not going to relate to you. That's why so many people, and I think I've said this before, so many people can do the same thing because everybody is not going to relate to you. So how I might teach, you know, doing my hair or how I install my wigs is going to be different from somebody else. But, you know, that person might have a group of people or build a community that relates to how they do it. And then I might have a group of people or a community on my side, on the west side. No, I'm just playing. On my side that relate to how I do things. So like I said, everybody can have very similar skills, but still be able to teach it in a way that is different and still be able to build their own community out of it. Like take this, this video right now, for example. I wanted to do my own variation of the latte makeup look. As you can see, or if you can get on TikTok right now, go on in your search bar and type in viral latte makeup, and you're going to see probably several hundred videos of people's different interpretations of the latte makeup look. How they teach it or how they showed it on their TikTok might be different from how I did it. Even though I am replicating somebody else's look, it's not going to be replicated to the T. It might have some similarities, but at the end of the day, it's going to be my own variation of it. So again, it comes down to providing the teachable moments that somebody else can learn as a skill. I feel like this is why YouTube became so popular when it did, because it literally gave the world a library of pretty much every single thing you could think of to be able to learn from. And more than anything, people want to learn so that they don't have to spend their own money. If you're anything like me, I will learn as much as I can. I will watch a million YouTube videos if I have to, just because I don't want to spend money that I don't have to. If I can do it myself, I'm going to do it myself. But everybody is not a DIY kind of person, and that's okay. But even the people who aren't, or the people who feel like they aren't, they can still come to YouTube and find somebody, again, who teaches it in a way for them to understand, which can be beneficial to them, and they might end up still being able to figure out a way to do it on their own without having to invest money or pay somebody to do it. So like I said, it comes down to leverage the skills that you have in order to really honestly make a living off of it. Like, I'm a 90s baby through and through, okay? I'm a 90s baby, early 90s at that. When I was growing up, what's the commercial? Y'all remember that Just For Me commercial? Just for me, JUSTFORME. If you was a 90s baby, then you remember them Just For Me commercials, okay? So let's think about this, because I want to touch on another reason why I'm explaining this right now. So back in the 90s, we didn't have YouTube like we have right now, right? So back then, companies had no choice but to pay ad companies, ad costs in order to do national TV campaigns, right? So back then, let's just say those advertising companies were paid $1 million. Let's just throw $1 million. They were paid $1 million in the 90s to produce a 30 to 45 second national TV ad that ran for X, Y, and Z amount of time. Why do y'all think the influencer market has taken over so much? Pause the video if you need to so you can let that sink in. Why do y'all think that influencer marketing has taken over so much? It's because, again, people started leveraging their skill set in order to make money. That's pretty much what influencing is. Broken down into the tiniest form. You have managed to take your skill set, leverage it, make content out of it, and then these brands are paying you. Y'all, some of these content creators, I just watched somebody recently say that one of their largest payouts for a brand deal collaboration was over 6 figures for one brand deal, mind you. And this was an integration. This wasn't a full dedicated, oh my God, I'm about to cough. Excuse me. This wasn't a full dedicated video. This was them integrating that brand into their video for 2-3 minutes tops, and they made over $100,000. So let's think about this. Ad companies were being paid $1 million to create national TV ads for businesses, right? That's not targeted marketing. That's just going to everybody in the world. And yeah, obviously they probably, what the world? This ain't the top to this. Obviously, they probably made money and sales off of it, but to be honest, it wasn't targeted. And this is why YouTube is king in this department. And obviously, of course, we have newer social media platforms as well, and old, Facebook still kicking. But what I want you guys to understand is with social media, you can create targeted audiences. And the only way to really reach those targeted audiences is to reach the people that are kind of influencing in those certain communities. Wigs, why would somebody run a wig ad on TV? Does the whole world wear wigs? No. Only a very specific targeted audience of people wear wigs. And the only way to reach those people is through the influencers who are wearing those wigs, because they have crafted, or they have built, they have built a community that is centered around creating content for that group of people. That's their skill set. Okay, are y'all following me? I hope y'all are connecting the dots with me. It's a skill that they used to leverage, that's a skill that they leveraged, okay, in order to make money and to build a career. That is how you create a successful YouTube business. Leverage the skills that you already have so that you can teach other people, because you are creating a targeted audience, even if you're not all the way niche down, okay? Like, clearly I am not all the way niche down. I don't just do makeup tutorials. I don't just do wig tutorials. I do beauty all around. Beauty is, that could be, a lot of different things. That could be skincare, that could be makeup, that could be hair, body care, meditation, like, relaxing my mind. That could be a lot of different things. So although I'm not niche down all the way, I still am targeting a very specific audience. And as I build and grow in my community, or as I build my community up, I will be targeting a certain group of people. That is how YouTube works anyway, is that you're targeting certain people. That's why my beauty videos are not going to be targeted to somebody who's freaking trying to catch alligators in Louisiana. If you've been doing makeup the past year, but you feel like your stuff is not as good yet, I don't care. Put the content out there. Because as you develop your skill set, right? You're investing in your skill set. You're watching videos on it. Over time, your skill is going to grow. I didn't learn makeup overnight, y'all. It took me literally 3 years. 3 years to finally figure out my colors, what, powders look good on me, what products look good on me, what don't. It took a while for me to figure that out. And don't be like me. Don't wait until you feel like, don't wait until you think that you have to be perfect or perfected in that skill. Just put the skill out there and begin to build the community as you go along. That way, people, I feel like when you do it that way too. Here I go getting long-winded. Let me move along. But I feel like when you do it that way, people are a little bit more trusting in you. They trust your opinion because they have grown with you. They've seen, how you have established yourself. It's about you continuing to use that skill until it pays off in the end. Like I said, I'm a 90s baby. Hairdressers in the 90s wasn't making 6 and 7 figures. They wasn't all driving Benzes back then. People weren't making the kind of money that they make now, but they make that now because they figured out a way, YouTube, to invest in their skill or create content regarding their skill, your content, and then you wait for that flood of people to come and find that content, and that's where your audience begins to form. Clearly, there are so many different communities out there. So why not put your skill set and toss it in there and get you a piece of the pie too? Get you some, okay? Go ahead and get your piece of the pie while it's still here. And trust me when I say YouTube ain't going nowhere. YouTube ain't going nowhere. If you starting today, baby, you're still good. I just started a year and a half ago. I'm still building, I'm still going, but I'm here because I am going to share my skill set just as much as everybody else sharing theirs, so I get my piece of the pie too. My cousin kind of struggles with this a little bit. She's gotten sucked in the hair every turn she is. She has hair literally down to the middle of her booty cheeks, okay? She got hair down to the middle of her booty cheeks. And her hair is thick and it's a lot. She showed the process of her cutting off all her hair and starting her journey over. She showed the process of doing wash days. We text and we talking stuff and she's like, oh my God, I don't want to get sucked into doing hair. Like, I'm so tired of doing hair tutorials. And I'm like, girl, listen here. When she came back onto YouTube, she had a hair video of her straightening her hair that went, I won't say viral, but it did good. Within a matter of weeks, it did well over 100K. And she's like, well, now all of the people want to watch my, hair videos, and I just don't know if I want to watch hair. And this is what I tell her, and I'm going to tell y'all the same thing. Leverage what you have. Sprinkle on top what you want to do. And then as your time goes on and progresses, the people in the audience that you build will begin to like your overall content, regardless of whether it's one thing or the other. So I fully understand, and I actually dealt with this crossroad myself here recently because I'm like, man, do I really want to continue to do makeup content? Like, I knew that I was going to do makeup content. I'm definitely going to do my get ready with me's, and I'm definitely going to, like I said, get on here and run my mouth while I do my makeup because that's just what I like to do. But I get it, when she says like, dang, I just don't know if I want to do that anymore because this is not what I wanted people to know my channel for. I wanted it to be more than that. And I get that. I fully understand where she's coming from. Until you build a solid community, I highly suggest using the skills that you already know and that you're already comfortable with in order to really build up that community. If you guys have been following me, then you have noticed my, like I did a little bit of a reinvention segment, like reinventing your life and kind of self-help talks, because over time, I still want to sprinkle that content into my overall channel. I love doing encouraging type videos, talking about how I'm reinventing myself, talking about, changing your mindset. Like, I got a book right now that I'm reading. Baby, this book is changing my life. It's called Unfuck Yourself, and I will make sure that I have that in my description box below. It's on my Amazon storefront page. But this book is literally changing my life. So I love talking about subjects like that because I feel like that's kind of my purpose. My purpose is to encourage others to utilize what they have in order to change their lives. Because really and truly, life is not hard, baby. It's not hard. It's not hard. We make it hard. I just say all that to say I have been sprinkling that kind of content on top of what I am doing, because I know that eventually I still want to have, you know, discussions like that. And I want my people or my community to know that, you know, you're going to get all kind of stuff. Like, obviously it's going to be tailored to beauty, but just know that you're going to get some other stuff sprinkled in too. All right, my camera just shut off on me, which lets me know that we already at the 30-minute mark. So let me go ahead and try to wrap this up real quick, because I don't want this video to be super long.
Editing Toni here. So my makeup was trash, y'all. My makeup was trash. I got done with that makeup look that night after recording. I was like, what was I doing? I literally was just running my mouth the whole time, barely even creating a look. So I had to do it up right. I was like, no, I need to give them an actual latte makeup look. So this is the video that I posted on my Instagram and TikTok for the latte makeup look, just using a little bit of like some orangey tones because that looks really good on my skin, giving me that neutral look. If y'all want this tutorial on how I actually did this look, then make sure you comment down below. But let's go ahead and jump back into the video.
I feel like it's giving pumpkin spice latte. It ain't no regular latte, okay? We giving pumpkin spice latte. We ahead. We ready for fall. You could be making 6 figures right now off of one of your skills, okay? You just have to be able to leverage it good enough. Start reaching out to these brands. Reach out to brands that you know and love. Reach out and pitch yourself to say, hey, I use this anyway. Can I create some content for you? When you get, like, when I did my first wig deal, I'm gonna use that as leverage. I'm reaching out to everybody. Hey, I have made wigs for, you know, I've made content for other competitors, you know, others, but slow down. Slow down. I have made content for some of your other competitors. I would like to do the same for you. You know, here's an example. Like, start using what you have as leverage. That's how you grow and succeed in a successful YouTube channel, is using what you already have. Trust me, somebody right now want to pay you $10,000 for that skill. They want to pay you $25,000, $48,000, $67,000, $72,000, $84,000, $100,000 plus. They want to pay you right now for a collab with that skill that you have, because you are reaching their target audience, okay? So like I said, if you don't take nothing else away, take that away, that somebody could be paying you that right now just based off of one skill set that you have. Just be willing to share it. Be willing to share it and you know, and just work on doing it in a way that you are providing a teachable moment so that somebody can really gain knowledge from you. When they gain knowledge from you, they're going to, guess what, want to hit that subscribe button. That subscribe button, guess what, is going to turn into somebody maybe purchasing from your affiliate links. What does that lead to? That leads to more brand opportunities. That leads to, you know, bigger growth on your platforms and so forth, so on. It's a never-ending cycle. You could have like, this how you know I need to wrap this video up because I can't even talk straight. You could have unlocked potential right now, but just be willing to leverage those skills that you have. So we are going to leave it there, and we're going to leave this pumpkin latte look right here, because I am going to go ahead and wrap up this video before it end up being 72 minutes long. Comment down below. I really like this simplistic look. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I don't know if I would wear it with this hair. I mean, this hair ain't really giving right now. It's just giving wet and wild instead of uniform curls like I when I chunked it up the first time. But like I said, it's about to come off anyway. If you have been here before, then baby, y'all already know what's coming. But if not, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below, baby. And also make sure that you are hitting that notification bell as well, so y'all can see when the content is going up on the channel. You know what I'm saying? But I am so glad that y'all clicked on today's video. Love y'all. Until next time, love. Bye.